Students across New Jersey heading back to class this week. Today is the first day of school for students in Newark.
Yeah, tomorrow was supposed to be the first day of school for students at Cresskill Middle and High School, but Ida had different plans. The damage from last week's storm was so severe that the school may not open for the rest of the school year, the entire year. Superintendent of Cresskill Public School District, Michael Burke, joining us now to talk about this and more. So good morning to you, Superintendent. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So kids were expected to be back in the classroom tomorrow. Now it looks like the year will be lost. Now, why for the entire year? How bad was the damage?
Well, it's uncertain that it's the entire year. The damage was extensive. We were overwhelmed with water, probably 3 to 4 feet of water throughout the entire building. Not only did it enter from the outside, but it got into the inner portion of the school, the auditorium, the media center. The old gym is under the media center. The floor buckled, so that has to be replaced. We're concerned about mold, and our 4 boilers for the entire building, which is estimated over $2–3 million worth of damage, all have to be replaced. So we're hoping not the entire year. The remediation crew is still in there right now, and we should have a timeline later this week as to when we can hopefully get back into the building.
Clearly, there's a lot of work to be had here, but mentally, this has got to be somewhat devastating for students who were prepared to finally go back to in-person learning, and now that has been kind of stripped away for an indefinite amount of time.
Teaching is made to have students in the classroom working individually, one-on-one, and in group settings live, not virtual. Virtual is a stopgap. We're very fortunate that the NJDOE did approve us for virtual learning. And quite frankly, if we did not have that and have that experience last year going through COVID, this would be exponentially worse. But we do have that. That's how the students will start. And we are actively looking for other sites to place our entire building, which spans 7 grades and has 1,000 students.
So 1,000 students, wow, that's a heck of a lot of people, and you need a large space, obviously. So remote learning in the time being until you're able to kind of either repair or find a new building. What does it look like for those remote students? Does everybody have devices? Is everybody ready to do this?
We are distributing devices this week. We reached out to parents in the community and said, do you need a Chromebook? Do you need a laptop? What can we do to help? It's sort of the process that we did last year, but the teachers are ready. They'll be working remotely. And then if we can just clear a part of the building, a wing, to bring back, let's say, 6th grade, 12th graders, depending, we will start to acclimate them back in. But I anticipate that is not going to happen for several months.
So, but you're hoping that maybe you can find some spaces. Could you split them up so that maybe one building in this particular area could house a particular grade, and then maybe down the street another building could house another, just so that students can get back together?
That's the challenge, because we are a 6 to 12 building, which means almost all of our teachers teach across multiple grade levels. We can't just move the 11th grade or the 10th grade, because those teachers are also responsible for other classes and other grades.
I see.
So ideally what we're looking for is 2 locations, one for our middle school, which is about 450 students, and one for our high school, which is about 550. Even if we could do a split session, an AM and a PM, that would be a start. But what we can't do is take our students in different grades and place them all throughout the county in different schools. The travel and the back and forth for parents with multiple students would be too difficult.
Right, and it's certainly going to be very costly as well. Do keep us posted, okay? Because we do want to follow this along, because it's really going to impact so many of your students. Keep us posted, okay?
I appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well. And we haven't even begun to discuss the fact that a lot of parents were prepared to go back to work because their children were in person, and now that's been put up in the air, and I don't even know how that's going to affect. He said over 1,000 students, so imagine those parents affected as well.